First opening in 1872, the Buffalo Homeopathic Hospital would continue to expand until 1911, when a new location at Gates Circle was selected, on the site of a former tricycle manufacturing factory. As advancements in modern medicine were made, homeopathic treatments went out of favor, and the hospital would be renamed after the 13th President of the United States, and Western New York native Millard Fillmore. Millard Fillmore Hospital would continue to expand multiple times and offered emergency services, cardiology, neurology, and vascular medicine, becoming the second largest hospital in Western New York before it was closed in 2012. The newer 10-story main hospital building would be demolished in 2015 and a nursing home built in its place. But plans for the rest of the historic hospital buildings would fall through when their owner was convicted of fraud and they sat abandoned for nearly a decade. Finally, in late 2024, plans for redevelopment would resume progress. But before that, we ventured into this historic hospital to see the amazing and unique things left behind.
If you know Ruin Road, you know we value our privacy. In our personal life, it's not always easy to maintain. Whether we know it or not, sites will mine our data like full name, email, health records, and more, which they will sell to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who wants to snoop. That's why we started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows us which data brokers are selling our personal information and automatically submits opt-out requests on our behalf. This not only reduces the amount of spam you'll get, but protects against hackers who can use this information to gain access to our social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. Aura also provides a ton of other features bundled into one easy-to-use app at an affordable price. You get antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without needing to bother with different apps. We all have one or more of these tools already, but not having Aura is like locking the front door and leaving the back door wide open. And if you're a regular viewer, you'll know how often that happens. Like 24-hour security, motion sensors, and guard dogs, Aura is always on, doing the hard work of keeping my info safe so I can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. Relaxing. Ruin Road values our privacy, and we also value yours. Go to aura.com/ruinroad to start a free 2-week trial, also linked below in the description.
Here's they dumped all the records and stuff. 99. Is that liquor? Oh, it's some sort of medicine. Classroom, so yeah, this was training beds.
Still an IV stand. Look at the size of this phone book. Holy crap. That's a behemoth. Yeah, they kind of piled stuff up.
This is cool, yeah. Oh yeah, somebody set all the books on there. And then they put, oh, here's the old slide projector.
And a dismembered dummy for probably respiratory.
This room's just full of stuff. They stored all sorts. More files. Here's a doctor. Just a review. Here's some sort of brace. Maybe parts for a wheelchair. Though the inside of the hospital has a generally seamless connection between it, from its opening in 1911 until 1972, there would be at least 6 expansions to the hospital, beginning in 1927, when the city's residents raised just over $850,000 of the needed $1.1 million required to add the 2 new wings, a new nurses' home, laundry, and power buildings. The next 4 expansions would bring the hospital to a capacity of 663 beds. Numerous achievements in healthcare were made at this hospital. The third CAT scan machine in the country would be installed here. They would also become one of the first to perform stroke intervention surgeries to remove blood clots from the brain. The use of remote medical care, or telemedicine, would be an early implementation at the hospital, providing rural patients up to 3 hours away from Buffalo access to premier healthcare. Surgeons at this hospital would be the first in the world to successfully implant a heart pacemaker in 1960, and Fillmore would be ranked in the top 100 hospitals for coronary bypass surgery. But at the same time, the hospital had been operating in a deficit, losing $20 million between 1970 and 1983 when they hired Jan Jennings as their president and CEO. Before he would leave in 1992, he would turn the hospital around to making a profit each year.
Yeah, here's pictures of a trip or something to a place, because there's like a subway. Was it graduates that maybe they went to Sagrada? Here's some slides. It's like a slideshow, PowerPoint. Obviously, before PowerPoint existed. So here's a lab. So yeah, here's some test tubes and stuff. Safety goggles. Some absorbent in case they spilled something. Slides, there's some slides. There are some old, like it's dried out, but it's something red, maybe blood. Filtration system, something. Oh, this room's cool. Here was something for mixing things like air gas, CW, so they could shoot it in here. This was sealed for diabetes research. There's a bunch of, there's still stuff up in those. I'm surprised nobody's come and smashed this. This is cool. That one's empty. Test things. There's where somebody was like taking the copper out. Sort of spilled things. Equipment. Yep, there she is. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought. It does say USS Beer. Oh wow, it's noisy. Yeah, so this was like the one that would seal them, and then this is the one that would get them in here. Pillows still left. There's like a little window they had. You can see the pressure, how many feet of seawater you were in. Another porthole. Here's some respirators. And then this was so they could maybe like feed them or something, or give them anything they needed. This is really cool.
Millard Fillmore Hospital in Buffalo is the site of a different kind of medical treatment for a seriously injured Canadian diver.
It's the beginning of another treatment procedure for Steve Sykes. Sykes is a diver from Rexdale, Ontario, who was seriously hurt on July 16th at Lake Simcoe, where he was trying to repair a dam. Sykes was trapped in 40 feet of water for 6 hours before being rescued. As part of his treatment, Sykes must be put in a hyperbaric chamber several times a day.
What we're trying to do here is to raise his levels of oxygen to assist in the antibiotic process and the ischemic tissue He also has a great deal of edema, and hyperbaric oxygen can help reduce that.
Millard Fillmore is one of only 2 hospitals in the state with a hyperbaric chamber. Sykes is hooked up to an oxygen breathing system for no more than 90 minutes at a time, with the oxygen pressure increased over the normal rate. The hyperbaric treatment is being used in conjunction with other treatments, and doctors aren't sure yet if Sykes will fully recover. Miles Harrison, News 4, Buffalo.
More pressure gauges. Oh yeah, okay, so this was their side where they could control it all. Outer exhaust. There's the thing. There they could peek through. Yeah, this is tight. Oh yeah, there's some old ones if they needed extra or some sort of a culture thing or something they could do here. A fan. Maybe that's what made the pressure. Oh, this is cool. Did you see this decal, the scuba diver? Old school. Look, so is this is people, oh my god, is that from this? Is that from when you get the bends? I thought it was just internal, but here's some nasty stuff. I don't even know. Yeah. This is like some sort of a disease. But they're in here. Somebody's doctor office. Tons of schematics for something here. Of course. Oh wow, look at all these keys. Tons. Those are all the fire keys. Look at this ring. Could you imagine having to find a key off of this? All the fire extinguishers. These are elevators or like electrical boxes. So this was, yeah, maintenance or something. Here's a sealed book on the bird flu. Offices. Yeah, here was like their security system or something. Look at that out there. I haven't found a good way to really get out to it. Oh, a cool little fountain that probably shot out from that top thing. Patient stories over the 101-year history would be too numerous to mention, but I uncovered a few interesting ones. In 1934, a 15-year-old named Millard Crowe was known for his acrobatics and was dared to jump a high fence. At the same time, someone in the neighborhood would report a prowler creeping around their home, and responding police officers would shoot the boy when he ran from them. A screwdriver was found in his pocket that matched marks on a nearby window, but he said it was used for opening newspaper bundles. The officers who shot the boy would donate blood at this hospital where he was taken, but shortly after regaining consciousness for this photo, he would pass away. In 1960, Robinson Lapp would pass away at this hospital as well. He was a member of Bell Aircraft's rocket laboratory and considered a national authority on rocket research, being the chief engineer on the Bell X-1 rocket, which was the first to fly faster than the speed of sound. Back in 1945, he had suffered a skiing injury and was predicted to never walk again, but would recover, and since then visited Fillmore and other local hospitals to visit newly handicapped patients. Empty. This is cool. Here's like a little meeting room. A little table, they had little offices here. Partitioned off. Very old TV stand. Yeah, this part is musty. And this one's nice and clean. Sort of, for me. So look at what some enterprising soul has done here. in this waiting room. They spent probably a good amount of time on doing this, all for a shot, and I appreciate them for it. Here's another nice wheelchair outside of the cardiovascular lab. It is very rusty. Some computers. Look at this whole thing. Oh, the walker room. Just a bunch randomly in here, along with a shattered TV. Look at the size of that big old bee nest, or hornets. Can't get it. Yeah, this is so weird.
That's some sort of weird mold.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just regular showers for people. And 2 little stalls. I bet it's gonna be disgusting. Oh, well, there's no toilet. Somebody's office. More slides. Like a graph. Oh, what is this? Some sort of bacteria? Acid, phosphate, and tissue of nude mice. Oh, that's so nasty. A lot of them have burst. Check out some of these old ones. Here's an old Sprite. Berry Clear. Fresca. Some old Cokes. Chairs. What is this? Bone mask. It's an audio meter though. It's for audio, yeah. It's funny. So their door is broken. You had to come in this way. It's just offices. Yeah. Look at this. Wheelchair room and boards to carry, but look at all the different colors. I wonder if they meant anything. Oh, it's their old camping resort, so they like got them donated or something. This is really cool. Yeah, look at them all. Oh wow, yeah, there's a ton of beds. They just... I mean, if you want a shot. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I can do it. They just stored them all down here. In 1998, the hospital would merge with 5 other in the Buffalo-Niagara Falls metro region to form the Kalita Health Network. In 2010, work on a new hospital would begin, and to consolidate, Kalita decided to close the Gates Circle building in 2012. The 10-story main hospital wing would be imploded in 2015. That area would see a retirement home built in its place, but plans for the remaining buildings went into limbo when one of the developers, Robert Morgan, was arrested by the FBI for insurance fraud. He would be convicted for inflating the amount he paid contractors and falsifying documents to secure larger loans. Finally, in 2021, his half in the Gates Circle project would be bought out and the stalled project would begin again. In September 2024, work began on demolition of the connecting sections of the 3 remaining buildings, while work on renovating those into mixed-use retail and apartments would begin, finally bringing in a new chapter to the legacy of Millard Fillmore Hospital.
I have very fond memories. That's where I grew up. It was a family-oriented, physicians, nurses, residents, and all of our allied health professionals helping one and each other to grow, caring for our patients. And I had the privilege and the honor to come back 20 years later, not until 1998, to become president of the Millard Fillmore Gates Hospital.
This was the hospital to be in if you were sick. Or where do you work? Gates? You work at Gates? It was really something.
Although I'm sad that this hospital is going to close, but I'm very happy and excited that all our people who help us every day here, all our nurses, and people around us who have made this place a success will move with us to the new building next to Buffalo General Hospital.
Over the past 31 years, Millard Fillmore Gates Hospital has been my home away from home, and the staff here has been my extended family. And it's been that family, that teamwork, that's been the inspiration to me and my partners.
I think the legacy of Millard Fillmore Gates is a culture of caring. They say it over and over that, you know, it's a special place, and it really is. It's truly a family where we take ownership of the hospital and the patients and everything that we do here. We strive for positive outcomes for our patients as well as having a really nice environment to work in. I'm gonna miss Gates, really miss Gates.
The goal at Millard Gates has been to treat patients like family and work together as a family. It's been a privilege to be part of this community for the last 25 years, knowing that we've made such a positive impact on so many patients.
I think more than anything, the best legacy this hospital has are the tens of thousands of patients that have been treated here, and the camaraderie and the friendship and the relationships that have developed, it will be hard to replace.
I just want to say thank you for the memories and to everybody that I've met along the way.
It's not unlike just moving out of a house that you've lived in for a long period of time, where you have wonderful memories, wonderful things have happened here, but looking forward to a real bright future in a brand new facility.
Millard Fillmore Gates Hospital has been through a lot of change in its 100-year history. Throughout all this change, it's really been its people, the physicians, the staff, the nurses, the patients and their families that have been the life force of this institution. So even though the physical entity and the structure of Gates Circle Hospital as we know it will soon be ending, its legacy will live on and grow into the future.